Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Kathy Phillips, and I am one of Alta Bay Summit Medical Center's safety coordinators. We're going to spend the next 15 minutes going over your personal protective equipment, and I'd really like to thank you for being here. What acronym did I just use?
Wait, say it again. I'm sorry, I was looking at the pictures behind me.
Think about it. What do you say every day when you go into a patient room?
Good morning, my name is.
What is that called?
The introduction.
Excellent. AIDET. By the way, this is, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, right? Guess how you get money. Good. So why did I use that with you?
Because we're meeting each other.
Yeah, it's the same thing. It's a great way to introduce yourself and let you know how long you're going to be here. Does it ease your anxiety?
Yes.
Excellent. Okay, so you all know Tito, right? What we're going to do is Tito's going to demonstrate how to don and doff, right? Put on, take off your personal protective equipment, and then you guys are going to do the same thing. You'll be demonstrating it and putting it on and taking it off. So Tito, we want to begin?
Okay, so I'm a housekeeper.
Here,
And I'm ready to clean the room, and then I check out the sign here that I need to put on a gown. Yesterday we found out a very easy way how to put on a gown. Grab the top, tie first, couple the ends right there and make a knot, and tie them together, and all you have to do is insert it in your head like that, and you're ready to go. Yes, you're ready to go. In the old days, we used to put him on, and we were reaching up there trying to find that end piece together, now it's ready. Okay, so all you gotta do now is put the gown on. Okay, and tie the waist.
One of the other things that we learned today was instead of tying it in the back, if you can't pull it to the front, tie it on the side.
On the side, yes. This can reach me, so I have to tie it to the front. Yeah. So now, I'm going to use this mask. This is the M95 mask. You only use this mask for...
Which room?
Isolation.
Which one?
Airborne.
Airborne. Excellent.
You only use this mask for airborne. You don't use it for anything else. It's only for airborne. So I'm going to do a demonstration on how to properly don this. How to set it to your... spread the mask just like this. This is the bottom piece. That's the top piece right there. And grab hold of the bottom strap. Secure this to your chin. Right there. And then grab the top piece, and then...
Now I'll go on because we are filming. You're going to grab that top one and put it on the top of your head. A lot of times some people can't get a tight seal, but typically we ask that you put it all the way at the bottom of your neck underneath your ear. There are some people that need it above their ear to get it to seal. Women, a lot of times what I have to do with mine is put the bottom one on first and then the top one, but some people grab it all and do it all at the same time. So it's however you're comfortable with, but you can do it, just make sure it's down on the bottom. The next thing you're gonna do is you're going to pinch your nose, right? How do we know that he's safe still? What do we have to do?
Now you squeeze it around. All the way around, make sure it's together.
You have
Good.
to pin down to make sure that the air is not coming in.
Close, very, very close. It's actually, all you have to do is breathe out. You breathe out and then if you don't feel anything around your face, then you know you're all good. Yeah. Great. So the next thing, what's Tito going to put on? Gloves. Yes. Are we going to use gowns in every room? No? Okay. All right, so now you guys have cleaned the room and he's going to doff the PPE. Everyone knows what doff means?
Take off.
Very good. Okay.
So
The first thing you should take off is the mask.
the mask. I thought the gown.
The mask.
You're right, the gown.
Gowns first,
Gowns first.
then the mask, then the glove.
Okay, usually you want to start with breaking off the tab and And you notice that he is folding the sleeves inside, so that way all the contamination stays on the inside or on the inside of the gown. He's rolling it up. He does not do what I've seen others do, which is just yank it off and throw it in. What's the next thing he's going to take off? Mask. And we're going to show you a safe way of doing this without touching your hair, face, head. You don't want to pull that mask up above your head because you're going to be touching whatever's on your head, right? So gloves.
Yeah.
Put your finger under and
Pinch. I never put my finger
You
inside.
could absolutely do that. There's two different ones. We're trying to teach them both. You do the palm pinch, and then in the wrist, you're going to do that and fold it over. So both of you guys are right. All right. Excellent. How long?
15 seconds.
It is necessary to follow all isolation precaution instructions when cleaning a patient's room, since the EVS staff is an essential part of the infection prevention team. It is important to know and understand each of the individual isolation precaution scenarios and the corresponding signs that are posted for our protection and the protection of our patients, and the appropriate PPE used for each scenario. Blue is for droplet precautions. Red is for airborne precautions. Green is for contact precautions. Brown is for contact precautions with C. diff or norovirus.
Here's your first task as a corporation. You guys are going to go through this room and identify and document. You're going to make a list on that paper there. And CEO, you can tell somebody to write stuff. You can tell them to look at stuff, whatever you want to do. You're going to make a list of as many hazards as possible in 5 minutes. The record is 34. See if you can beat it. Begin. You have 5 minutes. So you can see the trash or the linen on the chair. There's a fan with 2 red tags on it. There's trash on top of the table. There's a trash bag hanging from the bedside table. Electrical cable in the overfilled trash can. There's also other electrical cables that could pose trip hazards. There's a broken table. I think there's some trash in the table. There's trash on top of the table. There's trash bags stacked out back. There's a lot of trash in this room. There's a pharmaceutical waste container at the foot of the bed. It's open and up against the bed. It shouldn't be there, either wall mounted or in another secure location. The bed is broken itself, and there's garbage on top of the bed, including some disconnected phones. It looks like some patient information on the paper. It looks like they found a IV bag inside under the blanket. There's garbage under the pillows. There is a sharps container that's open has materials inside the sharps containers on top of the commode. Actually, inside the commode there's material, but they haven't found it yet. Your second task, you're going to take the list of items that you guys identified, and on your list, not here, you're going to identify the top 3. And I want your opinion. There's no right or wrong answer. You're going to pick 3 that are most important to you that put the EVS worker at risk. Once you pick those 3 for each one, you're going to provide a reason why it is dangerous to you.
With all the wires showing
What the contestants are doing here is they're going through their list of the many hazards, and they're struggling with how do we prioritize and pick the 3 most important or most dangerous issues for us for the EVS perspective. So they're getting an idea of how an organization works on how we're going to prioritize and what issues are important to us. And as we're going to go through that and kind of drill down into that. And this is going to give us the EVS perspective on what really is important to them and what they're seeing in the patient rooms. Phase 3. Here's what you're going to do. Work together as a group, talk about it. For each of your 3, What can you do when you encounter it to minimize or eliminate the hazard, if anything? What can others do to minimize or eliminate the hazard? Do that for each one. What can you do when you encounter it? What can others do to remove the hazard when they encounter it?
Report to the manager or whoever is responsible for the purple container.
Yeah, just report to the manager.
So what you're going to do is, once you've identified the hazards and prioritized them, you're going to look at how you would handle or mitigate or eliminate the hazard if you encountered it. And then you're going to look at how others can eliminate the hazard so you don't have to encounter it. So what that does is it provides you with a perspective on your job and then how other people can help assist do that. You've gone through and identified what hazards there are. You've put them in priority for yourselves, what you deem is important. You've identified what hazards they pose, and then you've figured out some corrective actions on your part and others' parts to work together.
A vital part of the EVS job is to look for and either eliminate or report unsafe conditions. When you encounter an overfilled linen bag, you should notify your supervisor so appropriate follow-up can be done to reduce the potential of this hazard in the future.
Okay, this is body mechanics. Let's look at some helpful hints in learning to use good body mechanics. Remember that you want to keep your spine in neutral. Keep the neutral curves in your spine. Never bend from the waist. Always bend from the hip. Use your legs so that if your feet are about hip width apart, sit back, keeping your spine in neutral, using your legs to do your lift, and come up. Keep whatever weight you're lifting close to you. It's a lot lighter when it's close to you. When you put it away from your body, that causes more stress on your shoulders, your neck, and your back. No twisting. You want to be sure that you pivot. You pick something up here, you pivot and put it down. You never do that. Don't push and pull at the same time. If you're moving your cart, move your cart first, then come back and get your bin and move it separately. And always check the wheels on your cart to make sure that you don't get strings caught under there or hair, because that makes one wheel go this way and one wheel go that way, and then the cart doesn't move straight. So let's have Lisa demonstrate how to take this linen out of the linen cart and take it over and put it in the bin. So first of all, she's going to wheel it close. Keeping the weight close, dropping it down. Bend all the way down or use a flat back bend. Tie it off. Slide it close to you and stand up. Step to the side, face your bin, and put it in.
When lifting, always follow these techniques to protect your back. Keep your back straight, use your legs to lift, face your work task. When I see an unsafe condition where someone could get hurt, it is my responsibility to fix it, clean it, or pick it up if possible. Fill out a report of unsafe condition and notify my supervisor.